That's the...
Regency for Expats is staffed by internationally qualified medical professionals. So
Hi everyone, this is Phil from the Gaming, and today I'm going to show you my guide to getting adhesive in Fallout 76. Adhesive is one of those resources that you always seem to run out of in Fallout 76, and that's because you need it for both repairing and modifying your weapons and armor, and it's also not very common. You only find it in duct tape and wonder glue, and both of those don't come up a whole lot. But where it also is available, and this is what I'm going to focus on in this video, is vegetable starch. Now you won't find vegetable starch. What you have to do with vegetable starch is make it. In order to make vegetable starch, you will need a cooking station, and when you go into the cooking station, you'll find it under these things. The first part of this is very easy. We're going to make some water purifiers to make, well, purified water, and they will make it slowly over time. In order to plant corn, the best place to find corn is at Silva Homestead. If you travel to Silva Homestead, you will find a ludicrous amount of corn in the backfield of this farm. Our next stop is Flatwoods, where we're going to find everything else that we need. First, we can find potatoes right here at this location. So we pick a few of those up, and then if we continue heading south, we will find this location that has the mute fruit. So if we pick the mute fruit, then we're going to head west after that to find the agricultural center, because the other thing we need is some fertilizer. Unfortunately, it's an agricultural center, and shock shocks, there's fertilizer there. There's also some robots that want to turn you into fertilizer, so that's fun. If you require any more fertilizer than that, you can use a chem station to turn any spoiled meat or vegetables into fertilizer as well. Once you have everything you need, you can start planting some meat.
Let's get far. Now, while it's not essential, I would highly recommend getting the green pump per card for this method, as it doubles the amount of wood harvest from plants, which also doubles the amount of adhesive you'll be able to make. The plants we're looking for are potato, moody root, and corn. I've found a spot right up here in the northwest corner of the map where you can find all three quite close to each other. It doesn't really make a difference which end of the range you start at, and we're going to make our way back and forth between this unmarked house on the mountain and run our way down to the farm next to a WB lumber plant. The run takes about 30 to 45 seconds and nets you enough to make about 12 adhesive. Logging out and then back in, and we're able to reset the plants and make them run again, which gives us an endless supply of resources to make an endless supply of adhesive. Once you've got what you think is enough, just head back to camp or a cooking station that's near you and cook up as many vegetable starch as you need. These items scrap down into 2 adhesive, so this is a good way to get a quick burst of adhesive. But let's think about a way to get a nice renewable idle source as well. So if you save a few of your veggies, you can plant them in your camp, and after making a few adjustments to protect them from would-be criminals, these spawn a pickable veggie every 3.5 minutes. So by planting 5 of each, you'll be pulling 10 adhesive every 3 minutes. And that's not too bad, provided that you're there to pick them, of course. But even if you're not there to pick them actively, it is a nice bonus to come home to after a long, hard day of adventuring out there in the wasteland. So I hope this was helpful, guys. I have an aluminium farm in the works as well.
Hi guys, welcome back to another Fallout 76 video. Now if you haven't already, join the Discord below. We've got quite a strong Fallout 76 community building up, helping each other, play with each other and showing each other where to go to get the best loot and best resources. Now today's base is a bit different because this is going to help you get XP quite fast and throughout the game. It involves taking over workshops. Now why does this work? Because waves continuously come whilst you're there, and this base will just cut them up for you. Now this is a basic base I've done, very simple. It's just to give you a concept and an idea of how to do it as we progress further in the game, because I'm still quite low level because I went from Xbox to PC and back to Xbox, now back to PC because the retailer that I got my over from didn't send it in time. So you will have to get a workshop area for this, or a high populated area where you can build. This will allow your turrets to take out any AI in the area constantly as you wade through, but I recommend using the workshop to use extractors there as well. I say this is a very simple concept way I've done it, not too technical at all, anyone can do it. I've just done it so you've got all the necessary things that you need, your workbenches, a stash box, a couple of turrets, just keep coming back when the waves come and just fire through them. To build it is extremely simple, as I said, and I'll take you through that as well. Now as you can see, the turrets are focusing on the protection bots. Some of the eye bots it won't pick up for some reason, but as you move your workshops to higher areas and fight super mutants, the XP will only be more. So if you're a solo player trying to get XP, because groups do get an easier run in this because they share the XP, this is surely going to help. But if you're a group in a high end area where you're fighting high end legendary mutants or ghouls, this will help. Now just bear in mind they will focus the turrets, so repair them as you go along. But now I'll show you how I built this simple structure, and I recommend building this in the junkyard just east of Vault 76. Start off there if you're starting the game, or still probably below level 15. This will be the first point you want to start really. So guys, to build it is very simple. All we're going to do is make a cross with foundations. Now as I said, this is a very simple way of doing this. You can play on this, advance it. This is just the main concept itself, but still at a low level, start with a low ambition in the base, because you're not going to have a lot of resources at the very start, or at low level. You don't want to be wasting all your junk into making weapons, etc. So just make sure you don't go too big too fast like you do with any base. It's always worthwhile planning exactly what you have and building it from there. Now you can see I'm just building a central core. This can be a room if you want. When you put the stairs in, you might have to take the wall away again, like I had to here. You can see it doesn't click, because the floor has to click to the stairs. Just take that wall that's underneath the stairs away, put the floor in place, then from there, put the wall back in. Now it's just a way Fallout does it, it can be glitchy at times, just bear with it. Now once you've got that box secure, another room, you can do what you want with that. I didn't use it for this, I just kept it there for further use. Now from there, you want to put the floors in. because you put a central floor in, you can now put floors all the way around. It's just easier to do it from the bottom, it's easier to snap them all in, and it just works a lot quicker. Now, because I've got stairs in place, I can't put a full floor, so I've started using these half floors and just rotating them around to make like a little walkway around the stairs themselves. Now, these little half floors are brilliant, especially the ones that are see-through the mesh, really good. But it works well with this because you can start the stairs, you can defend from up there, you can get a good view as well. Now when you come up, you're going to want to put like a floor all the way around what you could put down. You can put full floors, or you can put little squares and just have corner peak spots. It's completely up to you. This is what it looks like with full floors. I won't be keeping these, I'll be taking them back off and putting the small square ends in instead, which you'll see in a second. This is because I want the turrets to look down as well, whereas if they're sitting at the end with a floor at each end of it, it's going to restrict the view of what you can actually see. So as you can see now, putting the little floors into one section in this end piece, this gives it that nice little corner piece I was mentioning, where the turret can now see down the side of it as well. Very important because you want the turret to be as effective as possible. So I'll take these ones away, and I'll put a full one here, so I'll take this away and put a small square back in place. Now, from here, it's very simple. The roofs can be a bit glitchy, however, just bear with them. You take the slanted roof pieces, the corner pieces, put these in place. This will allow you to put slanted roofs. Now, the reason I've done this is because I want to be able to get to an area where I can duck to cover, and if I need to make ammunition or do anything else, take me by surprise. I've got an area where I can craft and get back out and defend straight away. That's the only reason why I've used this. I think it's very effective. I didn't put anything at the back of me, but you could put a wall up, but I wanted to have a good view because they're going to be coming towards it anyway, and they're going to probably focus the turrets. So once you put the roof pieces in place, you can see it now starts to close you up a little bit, so it starts to protect you quite well. All you have to worry about is that back area behind you, so you've taken away 3 points of the area where people can actually attack you, or AI can attack you. Now take the turrets, you can see here, as I was doing this, we started to get attacked by AI. Straight away, the turrets were deployed, and we started firing at the AI. Now, this is what it's meaning with, it doesn't have to just be a workshop. If you get an open area, you can use these if you know there's a lot of passing AI, because these refresh, come back all the time. So it's worthwhile using it in that instance as well. Don't think it's just limited to the workshops. Now you're going to blueprint this, very simple to do. If you alter that a little bit, you can blueprint the whole structure very quickly. So you don't have to go through every single piece again that you did before. It's very quick and smooth now. Now this centerpiece, it's up to you what you do. I thought it was a good idea to put all your workbenches in this area. You may not have them all, that's fine. You may want to put a stash box in this area and whatever bench you have actually got. Now, you can't put these underneath the roof pieces. You can only push off as far as you can. They can be a bit annoying at times to move around. Just bear with it. Push them back as far as you can get them. This will create a working space for you to stand in between them all and use them all. Alternatively, if you're struggling with it and it's been a bit glitchy, just jump on top of them when you come in and just use it that way instead and just look down on them. It's no big deal, to be fair. Now, you see, I managed to get a lot of the workbenches in beta, that's why I've got them. How you get these workbenches? You just carry out tasks, that's all you do, nothing else. Now obviously you've got a stash box. I set mine out to the side because I'll just use it as and when I need it. And that is it. It is so simple, and this will just farm XP when AI are there. Very useful, easy way to do it. Now, as I said, this is a very simple concept. One I wanted to show you is one I wanted to get out a lot quicker than what it did because, as I said, the retailer I bought my end of the game off of didn't get out in time, so I'm a day behind on what my schedule was going to be. Now, this is very effective in many ways, but if you would take the workshops over, try and have something like this in place. I would try and get high tier workshops as soon as you can really, but don't go too far and go to an area where the AI is way above what you are, because all that's going to happen then is you're just going to get caught in a whole load of mess that you can't get out of. So make sure you pick a workshop that has an AI just about 10 above where your actual level is. so you stand a good chance of actually fighting back as well. So if you do take out the turrets, you're going to have to fight back as well. Just bear that in mind. Now, I'm going to try and get some more.
Tomatoes, some new fruit, and some corn. Well, let's make a couple water purifiers.
Hello everybody, DaVinciSoul's here, and I'm going to tell you something really helpful. A nice way to farm caps, hunting rifles, XP, 308 rounds, and even gunpowder. You see here, the dried up lake, and we are entering the town of Summersville. I found this town to be a great location to farm all of these items. So let me show you where it is on the map. Right? You're going to see this big lake here, and this area is going to be just south of the falls. So going south of the falls, you'll see a big lake, and it's going to be the town in between 87A and 87. It's also going to be just east of Camp McClintock. Oh, it's not too hard to find. So why am I sending you here? Well, this town is full of super mutants. So you're probably thinking, Caboose, why are you sending me into a town full of super mutants? That sounds like a really dumb idea. Let me explain. As you can see, I just got 33 XP. On top of that, I got 3 cats. That might not sound like a lot, but there's a lot of super mutants here, and they respawn frequently. So just come here, and you can kill them, get the XP, and get the cat. On top of that, almost every single super mutant carries 308 rounds and hunting rifles. When I say that, I mean almost every single super mutant carries them. If they're not carrying 308 and a hunting rifle, then they're probably carrying 38s and a 44. Either way, they're still carrying caps and gunpowder. Here's what I would recommend you doing. If you're by yourself, you're going to need a lot of stick packs. So I'd recommend doing this with some friends. Don't worry about them taking your items. That's not how this game works. You each get to loot them separately and get those stash items. You all should still get the same stuff. What I would recommend is after you loot them, or maybe beforehand, is go out a little bit into the dried up lake and put up a camp. I recommend putting up some defenses in case you need to retreat to. Mainly going to need defenses in a place to retreat to if you're doing it by yourself. They really came after me. But when I do this with friends, they couldn't leave. We killed them. We just swarmed in and killed them. Then what you do after you kill them all, you drop your stuff over to camp, break out the guns apart, buy some stuff, make what you need, then maybe go chill out by the lake for a little bit, kill the enemies there, some of them spawn there, then come back into town like 5 minutes later, and they're totally spawned. Not even. I've had it where we killed them, walked out, dropped our stuff off, and then went back into town, and they were all back. We were probably gone for most of the day. I kid you not. So that's why I find this to be a very good place to get caps, XP, hunting rifles, 308 rounds, and gunpowder. Gunpowder is good to make bullets. To put in perspective how many 308 rounds I had when I left this, when Dichronic joined us, about 2 to 3 hours left of
What is up, everyone? Frosty here, and I'm going to show you a little bit of the, I guess, kind of a game exploit of how to get a continuous source of adhesive. Now, it's not a super ridiculous amount of adhesive. It's literally one every time. But here it is. You see the duct tape here? Grab it. That's literally it. And
this, if you don't know, just by looking at it, this is the Overseer's camp. Now what you do is you come up here, ignore the noise in the background. That would be Chelini doing something that they shouldn't be doing. But yes, every single time you load into the game, this stuff here will respawn. Now, if you need wood as well, you run over here and grab this log. So that's kind of nice too, but there will always be a duct tape in this faulty game. As you can see, I hate it. So that's literally all you do. Then you just go to the menu, click the main menu. I'll even demonstrate just so you can see it. I don't know if you tried this in any other areas.